Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ceremony for the outstanding students of the Rafael Recanati International School. Please allow me to introduce on the dais to my left, Professor Rafi Melnik, the Provost of IDC Herzliya, Dr. Boaz Ganor, Deputy Dean of the Lauder School of Government, and also the head of the Institute for Counterterrorism. And to his left, Dr. Danny Levy, the academic head of the International School at the School of Psychology. And to his left, the lovable Dr. Yaron Timol, who is the academic head at the RRIS School of Business. And last but not least, Dr. Keren Eyal of the Sami Ofer School of Communications. I would like to mention that in the audience I see the Dean of the RRIS School of Business, Professor Ron Shachar. Please rise so we think we can see you, Professor Ron Shachar. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Professor Rafi Melnik. Professor Melnik is the provost of IDC Herzliya. He's a former dean of the Lauder School of Government. He is the initiator of our School of Economics. He holds a PhD from Berkeley. He's a former immigrant from Chile, so many of you can identify with him. He's a former Ole. He's also a former paratrooper, by the way, so I can identify with him too. He's on the senior team of Stanley Fischer when it comes to economics in this country. He's responsible for the Melnik Index, which is published in the Israeli press. And as I said, one of Israel's leading economists, Professor Melnik, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan Davis, Director of the Rafael Recanati International School, Dr. Keren Eyal of the Sami Ofer School of Communication, Dr. Yaron Timor of the Arizona School of Business, Dr. Daniel Levy of the School of Psychology, without name so far, but in the future we will have a name. Dr. Yeah, well, it's opening for naming. Costs you a few dollars, but it's worth doing it. Dr. Boaz Ganor, Deputy Dean of the Lauder School of Government, Dean Shachar, faculty, staff, administrative staff, families of the Dean List students, and dear Dean List students. This evening, the annual ceremony celebrating the achievement of our outstanding students is one of the most satisfying moments for us at IDC. After all, and I apologize for being an economist and using economic terminology, our production line is education, and you guys are the most precious of our products. We celebrate this evening every year and offer our respects to the students to make it to the Dean's List at the Interdisciplinary Center in Herzliya. This is a remarkable achievement that represents academic excellence, and we are very proud of all of you. Tonight, we pause for a moment to tell you that for us, educators at IDC, you make our daily entrance to the classroom a most satisfying activity. This year, the event is not a regular event. It is special since this year, the Rafael Recanati International School has produced not only a remarkable Dean's List, but it also has produced the students in the President List, which consists of the most outstanding students from the Dean's List, which are the most outstanding students at the Interdisciplinary Center. Please. To put this achievement in perspective, I have to tell you a bit of history. The Rafael Recanati International School opened its doors in the year 2000. Like IDC, the first class of RRIS students was a group of pioneers that walked through these trails and paved the way for the future classes. But September 2000 was not just another year in Israel. It was the beginning of the most awful terror campaign launched against the state, the Second Intifada. All our dear colleagues in quotation and friends in quotation from the Israeli Academy were predicting the failure of our mission. To tell you the truth, at that time we were concerned that the situation would have a negative impact on students' enrollment from abroad, but to our satisfaction, we were proven wrong. The fact that enrollment was not affected by terrorism and that students continue to come to study here year after year was a strong indication that our enemies have failed and that terrorism against us cannot succeed. Your coming here is not only an important academic decision, but it's also a very important act of solidarity, and I deeply appreciate it and consider it our secret weapon against our enemies. Our mission was and still is to develop IDC into an international university and to build a strong bridge with the Jewish communities around the world. We are not deterred by the security situation, and we believe that we are doing the right thing and that we will not let terrorism to stop doing what we think that is right. 12 years after that daring and risky decision of opening RRIS, we can celebrate our achievements. We have become an international university. 25% of our student body belongs to the Rafael Recanati International School. Comparing this percentage with international standards, this is similar to the highest percentage of foreign students in any American university. And if I am not mistaken, the university with the highest percentage of foreign students is USC with a similar proportion. The RRIS school has put IDC in the international academic map. And quoting Tal Brody, אנחנו על המפה ונשאר על המפה. We are on the map and we will stay in the map. This morning, I participated in the annual conference of the higher education in Israel, organized by the Council of Higher Education, who is in charge, among other things, of the accreditation of academic programs in the Israeli system. One of the panels, which Dr. Ganor participated in, maybe can tell you a few things, was devoted to the internationalization of the academic system in Israel. They are beginning to think about it, and we are very proud, as you should also be proud, that in the last 12 years, IDC has achieved more in this important direction than the complete academic establishment in Israel, bringing more than 1,000 students to IDC from abroad. Finally, I would like to emphasize that I consider you, we all consider you, our partners in the development of the Rafael Recanati International School and IDC. We need your ideas, we need your contributions, our goals, to achieve our goals, and I congratulate you on your great achievement.